And they all began to give favorable witness about him, and to marvel at the winsome words proceeding out of his mouth. And they were saying, "This is the son of Joseph, is it not?" At this he said to them, "No doubt you will apply this illustration to me. Physician, hear yourself. The things we heard us having happened in Capernaum, do also here in your home territory." But he said, "Truly I tell you that no prophet is accepted in his home territory. For instance, I tell you in truth, there were many widows in Israel in the days of Elijah, when the heaven was shut up 3 years and 6 months, so that a great famine fell upon all the land. Yet Elijah was sent to none of those women, but only to Zarephath, in the land of Sidon, to a widow. Also, there were many lepers in Israel in the time of Elisha the prophet, yet not one of them was cleansed, but Naaman, the man of Syria. Now all those hearing these things in the synagogue became filled with anger, and they rose up and hurried him outside the city. And they led him to the brow of the mountain, upon which their city had been built, in order to throw him down headlong. But he went through the midst of them and continued on his way. And he went down to Capernaum, a city of Galilee, and he was teaching them on the Sabbath. And they were astounded at his way of teaching, because his speech was with authority. Now in the synagogue there was a man, with a spirit, an unclean demon, and he shouted with a loud voice, "Ah, what have we to do with you, Jesus, you Nazarene? Did you come to destroy us? I know exactly who you are, the Holy One of God." But Jesus rebuked it, saying, "Be silent, and come out of him." So after throwing the man down in the midst, the demon came out of him without hurting him. At this, astonishment fell upon all, and they began to converse with one another, saying, "What sort of speech is this? Because with authority and power he orders the unclean spirits, and out they come?" So the news concerning him kept going out into every corner of the surrounding country. After getting up out of the synagogue, he entered into Simon's home. Now Simon's mother-in-law was distressed with a high fever, and they made request of him for her. So he stood over her and rebuked the fever, and it left her. Instantly she rose and began ministering to them.
Very good, Adam. Thank you. You did an excellent job, young man. It was very good. You had a nice manner of reading. But one of the things, you had great enthusiasm. When you're talking about the unclean spirit, the way he spoke, you added emphasis to that. You put it out there. There were some other spots where the people, when you said that the people were angry at Jesus, you made a note of that and you expressed it in a nice way. And in lesson 10 out of our Theocratic Ministry School textbook, it talks about enthusiasm. And it says, why is it important? It says enthusiasm on your part will help to hold the interest of your listeners. It may also rouse them to action. If you are enthusiastic about what you say, your audience will be too. And that's what you gave to everyone in this room here this evening. When you were enthusiastic about the Bible reading, when it was alive in your mind and you expressed it, it became alive to all of us. And so you did a very nice job, and we thank you, Brother Eberhard. Well, next,